Hey everyone, it's Brian at Pray Trade Repeat. It's Thursday, September 18th, 2025. As always, talking about IXHL. Thought I would jump on here. So it is Thursday again. It's 11:08 a.m. on the 18th of September. We have earnings coming up on September 29th, as far as we know. Right? Because I don't know. Some people say October, some people say November. But we are going to go with the narrative that earnings are going to take place before market open on Monday, September 29th. And there's lots of theories on what's been happening or the possibilities of what could be happening. And I certainly do not believe that there's no chance that I'm wrong. I certainly have my conviction and my belief that the stock has been diluted since August 26th, because I just see like what people do. I'm pretty good at, I don't know if it's from like my survival days on the streets or whatever. I'm just like a more like evidence-based type of person, and within that I have to say that like every time this CEO has announced anything positive, he's also disclosed that he's also diluted the stock or taken money off the table each time, every single announcement. So, obviously this could be a really good thing though, doing that, because if he's raising money, I mean, it is a biotech, it's a penny stock biotech, and in order to strengthen the value of the company, you need to have money. And if you remember back in April and May, the company didn't have any money, basically. I think it might have had like $5 million or something like that. Well, now it's got 50 million, right? $50 million. It was committing on August 22nd. It said it would commit to repurchasing shares. And I think that's where we all got lost. And it said that they were committed to repurchasing $20 million worth of shares, and that's it. And no, we didn't hear anything else after that, except for August 26th. We had the amazing results for the general anxiety drug, and in my opinion, they began dumping anywhere from 1 to 8 or 10 million shares a day since then, depending on volume. Because remember, the volume was pretty big for a while, and now it's dead. Now it's just like no volume. Every day is like, 8, 12, 18 million today, So, I mean, look, I understand everyone's like saying, Brian, but he said there's no need for at the market raise at this time, but what are you talking about? I don't know why you don't talk about, like, he said he was going to buy the $20 million of shares. Yeah, they said they were going to do that. I don't think they would buy $20 million worth of shares until the end of phase 3, in my opinion. That would probably be the best time or when they announce phase 3. I don't see them buying $20 million of shares right now. I see them taking as much money off the table as fast as they can in order to report on earnings day that they now have a lot more cash. Because what is the number one priority right now for the company if they're not going to announce a merger or a buyout? The number one priority, what is it? Well, obviously it's to get more cash so that they can continue all of their phase 3 trials, right? So you have the IXL 42 or 42L, whatever the hell it's called, IHL 42, the sleep apnea drug. That's going to be in phase 3. That's going to cost money. They have the GAD, general anxiety drug, which is super safe, no suicidal ideation, and very effective. And now they're gonna need to fund those trials. They have a bunch of savvy doctors to pay. They have Joel's salary to pay. They have to pay lobbyists to get in the ear of Congress to help reclassify marijuana. They have, whatever else, man. Business trips, this, that, the other thing, other debt. So it would make sense, in my opinion, that they're definitely diluting the stock. They're going to take as much money off the table as they can. And that's why the stock has been trading within this range of between 0.5080 and 56 cents for the last 3 weeks. It's so boring. It's also kind of frustrating that, today is like the first day of risk off, meaning the Fed announced his rate cuts. And not only did he announce one rate cut and confirm that, which was already priced in, but then he bullishly announced another one or two before the end of the year. So today, all the stocks are most likely, I can't because I'm driving, all stocks are most likely flying today. And, my money's all stuck in IXHL. And I can't do anything about it because I've got a hold now because I used all of my ammo on August 26th thinking that the stock would run to $5 with this new anxiety drug. Anyway, I digress. I'm on the Hollywood 101 freeway. Gonna meet my buddy right now for a lunch over at the Hollywood Denny's, and we're gonna go hang out. But yeah, so it's kind of frustrating. It's definitely frustrating. And then there's like, most people say, I'm not sure if this is a real rule or whatever, that the company can't say anything. They must be silenced 30 days leading up to earnings, etc. Listen, that's great. I do believe that. I think that is true. All right. I'm not positive. I'd have to fact check that. But also, I'm not really certain that earnings will take place on September 29th. Anyway, so that's where we're at. It's trading at 53 cents right now as we speak at 11:17. I didn't have to look because I know the stock so well. I could tell it's at 53 cents right now without looking. I'm driving, obviously. Look at the stock. It's 53 cents. Because the company is really good at pinning it and barcoding it and keeping it within a range. Right now, they're disguising it because, in my opinion, because they're using a larger range to dilute the stock than they did originally when they raised the first $50 million. At that point, they were ranging it between like 18 and 20 cents. And it was like a perfect pinned equity raise. Now they're using a wider range because there's lower volume. There's no volume. The volume is like pretty much dead. Okay, let me wrap it up by saying, in my opinion, which I'm probably wrong, I'm probably right, who knows, I think there's about 300 million shares now. I think that, I originally thought that they would most likely come up on earnings with an announcement that they've raised the $100 million capacity and that they can no longer dilute the stock without shareholder approval, period. Now, after doing some more math and because the volume is so low, I don't see them raising the full $100 million before earnings. However, I do believe that what's going to happen